Well, the benefits are, first off, my shoulders, you know, I taught scuba diving for years, but I'm a plumbing contractor. And so that's hard on the body and I've always had for years now pain in my shoulders and that pain, while it's still there, has gotten significantly better, enough to be tolerable now. My blood pressure staying down, a lot of the pain is gone, and so as long as that happens, why not?
Hey, John, thanks so much for coming to spend time with me today.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
I'm looking forward to hearing your story. So, can you start off by telling the listeners a little bit about how you were feeling prior to coming to QHS?
Well, no longer young, so a lot of fatigue, a lot of aches and pains, and some health issues. And in 2012, my mitral heart valve decided that it was going to blow its top. So, a little open heart surgery after that. And I was very fortunate in that they were able to put it back together, just sew it back. So none of the acceptance problems and, no pig valves or,
Oh,
cow
good.
valves or anything like that. Everything is still my own. But I do, it caused a little defibrillation and a few things. So definitely some major health issues.
Okay. And then when did you get your device?
About a year ago.
Oh,
And I
nice.
actually have three. I got the small ones. I got one and Regina got one. And then about a month and a half later, we got the larger, the one that goes around the neck, or, the larger device.
Okay. So like the one that we have now, the black
Yeah,
one? Okay.
I'm using all three of them.
Oh,
They're
wow.
still working. And, uh, after Cynthia said, hey, now they can be used together, why not?
Oh, that's cool. Well, I want to talk about that in a sec, but first let's talk about what did you notice when you first got your initial device?
Um, Not actually a lot. It was very, very subtle. It's more, a little less pain, a little less fatigue. Um, Blood pressure dropped down a little bit and has continued to do so. So it wasn't just something that was just wow, fantastic, but it was the little things that just started to improve and get better as time went on.
Nice. And that compound effect, as we know, leads to big things. I always used to say to my clients, you're not going to build biceps by going to the gym one day, you know?
Right.
So it's over time. So what benefits have you experienced in this last year?
Well, the benefits are, first off, my shoulders, you know, I taught scuba diving for years, but I'm a plumbing contractor. And so that's hard on the body and I've always had for years now pain in my shoulders and that pain, while it's still there, has gotten significantly better, enough to be tolerable now. If I move it,
Oh,
it'll still real ouch difficult. But I mean, it's the difference between saying, man, I'm not sure I can do this anymore, and being able to, get by the day with a little discomfort as opposed by sharp pain. Also calmer. You go to bed at night, you have this monkey mind where everything's just kind of swirling and doing it. And that has calmed down. Now I'm able to sit there and take a few deep breaths and actually get rid of that and sleeping all night rather than waking up with just things on my mind two or three times. So it's definitely had a calming effect and allowing me to sleep all night as opposed to getting just interrupted by the mind.
oh, nice. That's really helpful because then when you sleep well, your body will heal itself.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I am finding. Things just kind of get better. Um, my heart at times was like, pressure 164 over there. And now it usually stays about 124 over 71, 73, right in there. So that also has been a very, very major change that has just happened gradually over the time.
Wow, that's actually really good. That's a big difference.
Mhm. Yes, it was. Yes, it is.
Oh, cool. So what happened when you combined multiple devices versus just one? Did you notice something different?
Um, I think it happened maybe a little faster.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way. With the shoulders, there were times where, I put one device on each shoulders, or especially at night, I'd sleep on them under each shoulder. Just put one device under one and one device, under the other one. And then, Regina would have hers and it did make a difference. It just seemed like the pain went away much more quickly. They would feel better the next day.
Nice. I need to tell my husband about that one. His device isn't working, so he doesn't have a device right now, but hopefully he'll get it within the week.
Well, the
Um,
strange thing is the large one, a lot of times it would stop working, and the blue light would go out of it, and then I just kind of leave it and make sure it was charged, and then 3 or 4 days or a week, the blue light would come back on again.
okay, well, hopefully that will happen because it would be nice for him. I know he'll get a replacement, but then
Yes.
he could have two as well because he has shoulder problems. He's a contractor. So I'm
Yeah, I
like,
mean, I'm climbing under houses and climbing on roofs and, which I'm not even supposed to be doing, but I don't worry about it anymore because the second thing that's happened, and I hope my doctor's not listening, but I have weaned myself. I take no RX prescriptions now at all.
good
And I was on
job.
blood thinners. I was on, just several things like that. And I've just weaned off of them. And my blood pressure staying down. A lot of the pain is gone. And so as long as that happens, why not?
Good for you. I'm impressed with that. Are you still working?
Yes. Mhm.
Cool.
I
I
am.
think that's important. It keeps people younger,
Well, yes and no. We had actually retired and we're going gold panning and different things. And about 7 years ago, we inherited a 9-year-old granddaughter who's now 16 to raise. And it's amazing how that changes one's lifestyle. And at that point, why not go back to work? Why not do something productive in that rather than just sit?
Oh, yeah. But no, there is actual studies that say that, especially for men, that it helps for them they need to be needed by whatever they're working at.
Right.
So it's something with your limbic brain. So I think that's really good. My husband says he'll never retire, so we'll see.
Well, my retirement is doing things that I want to do, like gold prospecting or take the train across Canada or hiking the John Muir Trail. These type of things. That's retirement, not
That sounds
going scuba
fun.
diving in a dozen different exotic places in the world, and that's retirement to me.
Well, let's get to that. So pretty soon you're going to have a healthy 30-year-old body.
Exactly.
And what are you going to do? Because you're going to have experience and wisdom to use with that body. What excites you the most?
Well, what excites me the most is being able to do things. You know, Retiring and then having to stop the retirement um, puts me 7 or 8 years down the road, which means at this point, I was getting, especially pre, twine instruments and that, to the point where I was really wondering how much longer will I be able to go hiking or go diving and that. And now the prospect, the looking forward to going through and waking up as a healthy 30-year-old, where all the things that I want to do will be possible. That is so exciting that it's just it's hard to imagine.
That's cool. So you taught scuba. I thought I heard you say. What
Yes.
certification do you recommend?
I like Patty. They're the largest out there in that. I have a 14-acre quarry here in Orinoco, which is kind of what got me in and staying here. And so for 40 years, I used it as an open water, I had a big pool, and with the quarry, I used it as an open water dive site. And so 40 years, I was still plumbing and doing some construction, but mainly I taught scuba diving.
Oh, fun.
And it was great because, classroom, the pool was right here, the open water dive site. It was a pretty sweet setup.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's one of the things on my bucket list. I would love to do that. So that's exciting. What else are you gonna do?
Oh, just hopefully work differently. And I've even considered at this, being that healthy, my rating's a course director, so I teach instructors, also teach scuba diving and that. But that's hard on me anymore. But as a healthy 30-year-old, probably there's a good possibility of going down to the islands and getting me a nice little place and opening up a store and just start doing that again. And
That
really
sounds
enjoy it.
amazing.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I'm looking forward to that because I can see that now as a very, very real possibility. And before, it wasn't there. It was off the table because of the health and the pain and just different things. Picking up a 45-pound scuba tank and putting it on my back, I can still do it, but I do not necessarily like to now.
But pretty soon.
Yes.
So, what would you like to say in closing, John?
Just that this has been just an amazing thing. For years, I have looked at the medbed technology and quantum healing and that, and was actually looking at doing a health deal with the EE system, the unified healing system, because, it was here and available. And about the time I was looking like that, I got introduced into the quantum healing system. And so I've put that off, just looking, waiting on this now and that. And at that point, yes, I hope to also, along with other things, being able to put in a facility for it.
Yeah, that seems to be a common theme.
It is. But we want to help humanity. We want to bring this technology. Every day I see people in their homes that are much younger than I am that are unhealthy. They can't do things. They're calling me because this 65-year-old man can't climb under his house to fix a pipe in that. And so being able to bring this technology to the world and start curing those type of problems is just unimaginable. It's just a 10-year dream come true.
Oh yeah, I'm with you right there. It's so exciting. It's gonna, Cynthia once said to me, "You're gonna leave amazing legacy." I said, "I'll create a legacy, but I'm not leaving."
Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing, I can see another 50 or 60 years or more on the planet healthy, being able to do things and teach and train and bring, just good things to people.
Yes, indeed. I love it. Well, I look forward to having you back, see you part 2 post the Q arc. Will you do that?
Certainly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, John, for spending time with me today. Your story is awesome. And I'm going to tell you, this is one interview I'm going to make my husband watch.
Okay.
For sure. So,
we have to stick together.
yes, we do. All right, my darling. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Blessings and love to you and your family and everyone in the quantum healing system. Thank you.
Back at you, John. Have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.